Hi, friends. Welcome. Come in and get comfortable. I started live 3 minutes early because that's just how I am. I'm trying to be on time because I know myself. And if I start writing in the title, getting set up 5 minutes before, I'll be way past my start time. And again, the Capricorn in me gets a little antsy. Hi, Ange. What's up, my love? Come on in. Hi, Erica, Barbara, Taya. What's up? Hi, Naomi. Robin, hi, my love. I'm sending you lots of love, okay? I'm so happy you're here. And if you haven't checked out Robin's channel, she's actually, let me pull her up. She is the one, Robin, that started 10 looks with one palette. She has been doing this for years. And if you want some major inspo, then you shall visit her at, I don't know how to pronounce it, Robin. Aileron. I'm the worst. Let me pull it up. Because Aileron, beauty. This lovely lady right here doing the looks. Look at this. Look at this. You kidding me, friends? And she does 10 looks with one palette. It's so inspiring and also motivates me to stop buying so much because you have so many possibilities in one palette. So definitely check her out. Of course, Tanya, what's up? Hi, Fowler fam. Train of thought, grab it, get it back. I will put her info down below. I was not great today, as I never am, about preparing the description box for my chats. So I will do that after this video and hopefully we'll have it up promptly. And also one of our other fan members, Karen, I am going to get Shoo Shoo. I am. I wanted to also bring to the attention Toya Peets, who is a squad member, had asked if I can ask you guys. Irina, amazing. Welcome to your first chat. That if you happen to have your profile pic on your YouTube message avatar, if you could, I'm going to read exactly what she said. Do you think it would be a good idea for everyone to maybe post, or anyone who's willing to do so, post their shades in concealers and foundations for maybe 2 brands? Maybe that could help some of us shade match if we order complexion products, because at this time we're at home and if we're trying to figure out foundation shades, no matter how much information there is on the internet with swatches, because I've done the same, if you guys would be so kind to post your foundation or concealer shade, I always try to do so in my description boxes if you are around me. So if you are willing to do that, Toya and I will be super grateful for it. And yeah, because figuring out what we match is like a thing. Okay. Now today's agenda is, Jen, I would just say put it in the comments, maybe under the chat, or maybe post it on your Instagram. I think, if I feel a lot of us maybe follow each other on Instagram, and if you do, maybe you could refer to those profile pages when shopping for foundation and concealer shades, I would assume. Ooh, Emily, I finally got the Makeup Forever Flash Palette in their 30% off. Ooh, yes, Makeup Forever. There are a lot of sales going on, friends. Makeup Forever is having their sale. Marc Jacobs is having a sale. Irina, sounds like a plan. Yes, don't worry. Whatever you can do, we appreciate. Hey, what's up going on, Thread Sketch? Tiffany, so many sales. I know. This video, we're getting in. Z Life Happy is Mac NC47. Amazing. So I wanted to, first part of the chat, we're going to do a Sonia G demo, and we're going to dedicate most of the chat to your questions if you have any, because I believe, and let me refer to Instagram once again, I believe the restock date for Sonia's brushes Let me see here, fam. Oh my God, I was like so excited when I saw this update because we have been waiting. Eureka, what's up, my friend? Hello. La, 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 la. Okay, if all goes as planned, Sonia says, my Skyface set and individuals will be available starting the 21st of April, 10 a.m. Pacific. That will be 1 p.m. Eastern on Beautylish. That, my friends, is on a continue calendar. Just give me the date, please. Don't allow. Thank you. On a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. So I wanted to devote this chat to figuring out, because these are expensive brushes, fam, right? And I get it that if you're going to spend money on these tools, that you want to make sure you make the right choice, right? What's going on, Amina? COS, Tuesday. It's on a Tuesday. That's it. I have the complexion on, but I don't have anything else on because I wanted to do a live demo. And while the questions are coming in, if you have any, we could also, I thought it would be fun to maybe put on like OG products that I haven't used in a while, but are still considered faves of mine. You know what I'm saying? So, Evie asked, are you still loving the Tom Ford Traceless? I am. I actually have it on. I have Sable 6.5 on with the Hourglass Concealer in June dotted around and the Sienna Hourglass Concealer under my eyes. And yes, speak amongst yourselves. What's going on, Sarah? Welcome to the chat. If people are asking questions, you know, if I can get to it, I'm sure we'll all help each other in making sure all questions are answered concerning the Sonia G brushes. Cool. Cool. Okay. Now, what shall we start with, fam? People have been asking me because the Skyface set is coming into stock on Tuesday. Hey, Toya, I made sure I asked everyone about their foundation and concealer shade, my love. So if not on the comments, I'm sure they will post those shade references on their Instagram. And if they have a profile pic on their YouTube, on the comments here. Kimberly, they are dyed and undyed. The Skyface set, which is this, is coming into stock on Tuesday. The Face Pro set is still in stock, and I think it's because people are holding on to their coins. It's a bad time, and I want to make sure you guys know this video is not to be like, you gotta buy these. I've been asked with several messages about these brushes, so I thought I would just put all the answers here on the chat, okay? Now, this is the Pro set. This came first. The Skyface set, I believe, 2019. And I think the, how much are the brushes? Well, each set I believe is like $250. And that's really good considering that they're handmade and the handles are painted. Like, these are custom handles, and individually, you don't have to buy the set. These are going to be sold individually. So just know that anytime you have high grade goat hair, is going to cost you $270. Z Life being wrong, $270. $250 on a good day. The sets are $270. Okay, so it is an investment. And a lot of people like to wait to get these as a set so they could do the Beautylish payments. But again, you don't have to get these. There are several brushes on the market that are good, but people have sworn that these are immaculate, and I have to agree. Now, the Face Pro. I feel the Face Pro set is a little more intuitive to use than the Sky set. The Sky set people love because of the blue handles, right? And I agree. I prefer the blue over the red. The only reason why I would say that the Pro set is more intuitive to use, because I think the shapes are a little more familiar versus the Sky set. Because I feel if you see the what is this called? The worker fan. People might not know how to use this size fan brush. I mean, fan brushes in general, I think people only feel like they could use for highlighter, right? And that's not necessarily true, especially if you have a fan brush like this. This is her Sculpt 1, right? This is like, when I saw this brush, I was like, whoa, this is a good one for bronzer and a lot of other tasks for your makeup application. And I think worker fan too, you could actually use this to apply loose powder. You could apply bronzer like in this way. And it is undyed, so you could technically use this with cream and liquid products. Just make sure you wipe between powders and such. Sheila, thank you, my love, for posting your foundation and concealer shades. And the Master Face, I think, is so great to pounce powder on, to bring in bronzer. But if we were to compare, the Face Pro, friends, is this so... I love the angle. I love the angle. They are both made with dyed and undyed goat hair. Naomi, I have not, but I would like to. I could imagine it will be an ideal brush to use, the worker fan, to apply a foundation like Pat's foundation that's very fluid and liquidy. So it just whips it on there so nicely. Whereas a foundation that's a little tighter in texture, like let's say the Hourglass Vanish liquid, lost my words there for a minute, maybe a tighter pack brush is more appropriate for that foundation texture. But something fluid and just lightweight and skin-like and finish, I think is ideal to work with the worker fan. And between the Face Pro and the Master Face, you could use any of these for bronzer, for loose powder application, to pounce. Yes, Emily, she is selling the Sky Face brushes individually as well. So this is also a great opportunity to figure out, like, I don't need all those brushes, I just need one. Definitely you could just get one. Whereas the Face Pro, it's like, I love this angle. It just gets right into the hollow so nicely, right? But you could also use this for loose. You could use this to pounce powder on. People use this to buff their products. You could use the Master to buff products as well. Now, between Soft Cheek is so beautiful. If anything, I would compare Soft Cheek to the WednesYAY Pro. This is such a special brush. Just look at the teardrop. What's up, Millie? Beauty Bond just asked, the brushes that are not dyed good for cream products? Yes. The products, or excuse me, the bristles that are undyed, that are white fiber, cream, and or powder. Okay? Croatia's in the house. Whoop, whoop. And with this, I mean, both brushes are so special. I feel with the WednesYAY Pro, it's just like, Gina, hola. You could just pounce powder right there. You could apply bronzer. Maybe, I think I like the taper tip. I just feel like it's just, and also you could lay it on its side and it just gets right into the crevice of your cheekbones. Whereas the dome shape from Soft Cheek can also get into the hollows, but I feel where I could pounce on blush, I could swirl on blush with the Soft Cheek. Kelsey's here. What's up? Kelsey, Brianna, J. What's going on, my love? We're talking Sonia G. Janela's here. Hi, my love. So I would compare those two, Soft Cheek with Classic Cheek. You see that Classic Cheek is oval. There's a crimp in the ferrule of the Cheek Pro. Juliana, Colombia's here. Hola. You could pounce on cheek products. You could also pounce on cheek products with the Classic Cheek. You're going to get a little more movement here from Cheek Pro. This has a little more bristle in it. Which is more versatile and must have out of Master Face or Face Pro? I'm going to say the only reason why I would say Face Pro is because of the angle. But I love Master Face. Master Face is such a beautiful brush. It's just something about this angle. You could do all tasks with these brushes. You know what I'm saying? And back to the cheek brushes, You could use this brush with cream and liquid, and this you will only use with powder. So this is softer because it's dyed. This is undyed. It's a little stiffer. You could use this to, let's say, for just demo's sake, if I wanted to apply the cream contour from Tom Ford's Intensity 1, right? I could take this brush, because it is undyed, come on mirror, and just whip it on there. And because it's slightly stiffer, I feel it's more ideal for this type of application. You could bring it up around the brow, on the temple. Tiffany, my friend, thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat. Heather asked, does the Face Pro have a similar shape and feel to the Hakuhodo J531? I don't think I have that brush, my love. A face brush? I don't have that brush. Crap, I wish I did so I could answer that question for you. Yes, Stasia, let me know. Millie just ordered worker 1. Yes. Heather, I have an addiction problem. Yes, I do have all the brushes. So I love Classic Cheek for this reason. You could use it with cream and powder, whereas Cheek Pro, you could only use with powder. Okay? Heather, I know it's all my fault. Now, the next round. Oh, this mini cheek versus Detail Pro. Classic Cheek is a bit smaller to reference number 5. It is. Reference number 5 is this brush here. Cheek Pro is a lot smaller than the rougher brush number 5, for sure. You're going to probably get a little more versatility for the number 5, from the number 5, because of its bigger head size. Juliana, the Designer Pro is an amazing brush. Tapping on loose powder on the eyes, buffing around loose powder to set, precise application of your bronzer contour, palette, whatever you like. I know, COS, it's like, whoo, I bought those Fox Chikuhodo because of you. I'm not disappointed, right? Aren't those Fox brushes just sublime? I get it. I get it. Listen, I knew. Woo! I knew. Wengas 24S versus Worker Fan Size. I'm just keeping these up so I can remember my train of thought. This is the 24S. This is the Worker Fan. So dirty. Worker Fan is a touch smaller. A touch smaller. This is all synthetic. This is undyed goat hair. This is actually what I use today to apply my foundation. Mini Cheek versus Detail Pro. Detail Pro, more domed, round ferrule. Mini Cheek, pinched. Round all over. People usually use this to buff out eyeshadow. You could also use this to apply highlighter down the bridge of the nose. I'm gonna, oh, too much light. There we go, it's a little better. Down the bridge of the nose, under the lip. This, you could do the same tasks, but people, I think, like this better because of its paddle design, and they can tap on highlighter, versus you could actually tap on highlighter, but because it's a smaller brush, it's going to be more precise in placement than the Mini Cheek. You could even use this to apply like a really precise application of contour. T is here. T, I bought the book using the link. I cannot wait to May 18th. Is that the date? I forgot. We have a book club on Patreon. Can't wait. So those are the comparisons, yeah? And the last one between Fan Pro and the worker fan. I mean, you can do more with the worker fan for sure. You could put on foundation, you could whip it on, you could apply your bronzer, loose powder, even blush. I've applied blush before with this brush and it's phenomenal. It's like a nice wash of color. This is a little limited. It is. I feel I primarily use this for highlight, maybe bridge of the nose, contour, just maybe if you wanted to refine your shadow blend, you can do it right at the top here. You could even buff out shadow here under the lash line. These are so soft, not scratchy at all. So you can use these brushes on under the eyes. So you can't go wrong with either. At the end, in the end, it's pretty much if you were like red or blue handles. Catherine, do you recommend Refer brushes? Oh God, Refer brushes or over Sonia G? I recommend Sonia G because they're a little more specialized. I love Refer brushes. I have them here. And I think Refer is a great gateway company to try Japanese brushes because I think these are great shapes and really user-friendly for someone who hasn't used Japanese brushes before. But these are so specially designed. I just feel you can't go wrong with Sonia. Most definitely. Most definitely. And again, you don't have to buy all of them. You can buy them individually. When these first released, you had to buy them or not because they only released as a set. But now she has them individually, so maybe you can kind of decide which one will be best. Nicole, hi. Are there comparable synthetic options? I can't do the natural bristles. Maybe Wayne's or Hakuhodo has synthetic brushes. I cannot provide you those differences right now because I have a fan from Wayne. I also have his synthetic. Hold on. Hold, please. I also have his synthetic brush. Is this it? Yes, his synthetic fan brush. Not. Sitting is hard. Excuse me, his synthetic powder brush. And T also suggests the IT Cosmetics synthetic brushes. The only thing is just when it comes to powder, synthetic brushes will not give you the finish like a natural bristle will, but that's fine because you could buff and it will lay down the powder well. I would say maybe use a really great powder, but those are the ones I would suggest because I got rid of a lot of my synthetic brushes. Whew. Amira, thank you. BK Beauty, great synthetic brushes. I don't have any of BK Beauty. I was actually thinking about grabbing some just to try them out, but people rave about Lisa J's brushes, so maybe you can check those out. I would suggest those too. Okay, that was the face brushes. Let's apply some stuff. How about that? I want to use an oldie but a goodie. Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. Remember this sucker? Get the heck out of here. 30M, I think this is the color. And because this is like a gelée type of formula, I would go in with a brush that is undyed or even a mixture. So I would go in with something like the Face Pro because it will pick up a lot of product. Yeah, it's gonna pick up a lot of product. And then we're gonna get in, but see how the brush is shaped? It just fits right there. S. Douglas, yes, synthetics I feel are better for creams and liquids because they don't absorb the product and the bristles are able to withstand those textures. I mean, you can't, like, look at that. It just fits right there. Now, if we wanted to see the master face in action, but I'm going to use something else. T, if you were going to do a part 2 of brands that you're anti-hauling, I was thinking maybe Becca. I feel my peak of interest for Becca. What's going on, Chantel? No worries. Happened when they released the bronzers, and that was it. After that, I was like, I'm done. I don't need anything else more. So we're gonna do this is an oldie but a goodie. I really liked it at the time. The Sunlit Bronzer in Ipanema Sun with the Master Face. Let's see. Now, you saw how I sweeped back and forth with the Face Pro. Let's do a little pounce with the Master Face. So you can pounce and you could whip. And it's so nice. I like pouncing with this brush because it's rounder. So it's very intuitive in terms of that technique for me to do. This bronzer has a lot of richness to it. Ooh. Audra, what's up, my friend? I've been loving your Terror Tuesdays. They are so much fun. Audra at home is dropping in just to say hi, friends. I'm going to put her channel link down below as well. Mayra, they are 21st. They are available as sets and as individuals. Yes. Oh, Zoeva. Zoeva is another great alternative too for synthetics. Thank you for suggesting that, Alexandra. Oh, 110 is a must-have. That's one of Lisa Eldridge's favorite brushes to use. Nilsa, do I like them better than Chikuhodo? Ooh, that's a hard one. Chikuhodo, I think they both serve a different purpose. Chikuhodo is like top of the line. Top of the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh. And I didn't set yet. So let me put this away. I want to stay organized here. I'm already losing my mind. Highlighter. What do we want to use? Well, this is an old school one. This is the Nars Man Ray highlighter, double take. I don't think this is no longer available. So why don't we go in with the Mini Cheek from Sky, right? I like to tap the highlighter on. I just love this size. You know what I mean, Taya? This is a good highlighter. It's so pretty. And once you've tapped it on, you could turn the brush on its top and just whip it. You could also use the tip of the brush to whip some on the brow bone. Amazing. Why don't we use another highlighter? I didn't bring another one here. Let me see. Oh, I have Ibiza. Ibiza. This is also pretty. Why don't we use now Detail Pro? Get the Detail Pro all up in here. Tap some off. Now, this is more of a precise application brush for me. Because of its smaller brush head, I feel confident in just placing it right here. But also, you could whip it around. Karen, Alicia, which is the most comprehensive one? I want to buy one for my birthday to be my only face set. Oh my gosh. They both are. They both are. If you're thinking comprehensive, I would say Sky, because Sky has the two undyed goat hair brushes that you can use liquids with in addition to powder, whereas the only undyed goat hair brush in the Face Pro is the the Fan Pro. That's it. So if you like to go between Queen, and that's a great point, that you could use more liquid powder with the Sky Face because of those two. But if you don't really like to use creams, then I would say go with the Face Pro. Jay, what's going on? Inochige is a classic brush. Vicky J, what's up? And also, if I am going to rub this brush, if we wanted to go back into either bronzer, you can use the Detail Pro excuse me, the Detail Pro to gently just bring some that down. Amber Long, what happened? Good news? I feel like there's good news in the chat. Gina Beauty, I think if you have both bristles, both undyed and dyed, it's still preferred to use with powders only. But Sonia actually just posted a article on her blog. D, don't even worry about it, but you know what I'm saying? That, and I forgot the other brand I was thinking of to suggest to you. Ooh, Brown Girl Bella is also in the house. I gotta post her channel down below. What's going on, Shannon? Her brushes are coming in on Saturday. Saturday. All right. So what are we thinking? We haven't even gotten to the blush. Okay. Let's check it out. Now, my go-to blush brush from all of them has to be the Untitled Pro. I mean, the Pounce, friends, the Pounce. Why not? This is on sale at Marc Jacobs. Oh my goodness me. Kinks and Kisses. Classic, classic. But look how easy. It just places it right there. Places it right there, friends. And then once you tapped it on, you could whip it around. Look how the brush moves. It's amazing. It's just so quick. It's like a ninja brush. Ka-ka-ka-ka. You know what I'm saying? For this side, why don't we go in with, this was this old collab, the Sarah Moon collab with Nars in the shade Isadora. It's been a while. I whip my brush back and forth. COS, so true. I whip my brush back and forth. I wish my brush back and forth. Whoa, Alicia, relax. C Helix, I really liked it as well. I really liked the Sarah Moon collab. Which one? Well, friends, we could go either Soft Cheek or Worker Fan. I need to go in this brush. You're not even ready. Let's tap it in. Let's tap some in. Gonna tap off the excess and just start whipping. This is a whip type of a brush. You know what I'm saying? Where the Noche Gay is like a tap, tap, tap. This is a whip, whip, whip. So pretty. I love. You could also use this brush to set your foundation too if you wanted. And also to just buff everything else that's on the face. Okay. Okay. Oh, we didn't even set under the eyes. What? What? Designer Pro. You could also use Soft Cheek, I think. Why not? You could use Detail Pro is great for under the eye setting. Great if you're like not into the setting under the eyes because you're like my lids, not your lids. What am I saying? That your under eyes are very dry. They're very dry. I am so disorganized. Where is the powder that I want to use? No, that's not it. Hold, please. Can any of these brushes be used for liquid foundation? Ashley asks. Yes, any ones that are undyed like these. But Sonia, again, I will post that blog link down below once I get off this chat so you can see her answers because she will know best, but usually undyed goat hair can be used with powders and or liquids. So, Detail Pro. Right there. If you just need like the lightest application of powder for under the eyes, just go right here, okay? If you feel like you need a little more powder, Detail Pro, it's just gonna cover more surface area, but because it's like a teardrop shape, it gets under the eyes well also. So, I use a GSN 5 for liquid foundation, but it's still kind of prickly on my sensitive skin. Anyone have a liquid brush they recommend? Chantel asks. This one, Wayne 24S. I like the GSN. Woo, don't fall, Mr. Brush. GSN 02. You could whip it around. Which one do I like also? Let me see here. You could also use the Wayne number 12. It's like a paddle shape. You could whip it in like a paddle type of that application because of the brush head size. Well, this is no longer, that's me. Don't show that brush. It's no longer available, Alethea. Which other one? I think that's it. If you wanted to quickly see, because we didn't use the Cheek Pro, friends. Oh, I want to use this blush. Remember this one? Honey Thief. Why not? Why not? This is what I like. Wait, hold on. Samantha says Sonia is coming out with synthetic line. Friends, start saving that money because you know. Anything that Sonia makes, I'm buying. Except the brush holder. The brush holder I couldn't afford at the time. I use my Hakuhodo soap. I love Cheek Pro. I love this. Cheek Pro is so great to use for blush. Emily asked, are the Sky eye brushes as soft as her regular line? I felt the Pro eye set wasn't quite as soft as the regular line. Well, you know what? Let's check it out because, Emily, I have both on standby as well as her original eye brushes. Alicia, you need to relax. With that said, I'm going to prep my eyes because we're going to apply some eyeshadow. Ah, my goodness me. So, interlude. How's the PML pressed powder? Oh, Z Life Happy is amazing. It's amazing. I can't even begin to explain. The compact is total trash, but the powder is amazing. This is the Builder 2 from Sonia G. Going in with some MAC Soft Ochre. So friends, are we still participating in the Sephora VIB sale? I'm actually going to link a video down below that I saw today by thefrankiesaid. She is one of the people who got laid off by Sephora. And I also saw videos of people who are boycotting Sephora and they feel like they have billions of dollars and if they just paid all their employees, they could have afforded to. I made sure I watched a lot. I think thefrankiesaid's video was the most level-headed presentation of information because she said, because the first video, I forgot the name of the individual that I saw where she had said that on the conference call Sephora made that everyone was on mute and no one was allowed to ask questions. When Frankie said, actually, my regional manager who conducted the call unmuted us and we were able to ask questions. And it just seems like people are not having the full story or they don't have that information. I thought that was interesting because it made it sound like no one had the opportunity to ask questions. Okay? And that wasn't true, you know? And I know not everyone was like Frankie in terms of her experience, but I think that was an important piece to the puzzle that was left out. All right? That's number one. Number two, I agree the way Sephora went about it was terrible because first they said, and they should have waited. I think they were anticipating they will only be closed for 2 weeks. And they're like, okay, the budget can handle 2 weeks. But then when Como said, or not Como, I'm just thinking about NYC, when it was told that no, actually be closed till April 30th, Sephora was like, oh, wait a minute. I don't think that we could pay everyone then. They should have waited instead of promising pay to everyone because I think they were anticipating again that they would just pay everyone for the 2 weeks. All right. Now, that was upsetting. That's upsetting because you get the email saying, we'll take care of you. And then the call is like, actually, no, never mind. We can't afford you to stay. So Frankie was saying, hey, you know, this was my part-time job, but I actually have another job, but I feel for those who this was the only income they were relying on. However, because they were laid off, they were able to apply for unemployment, which it was a nightmare. It still is, okay? But they were able to because they were laid off. Hey, Britt, what's up? Britt actually spoke about this at length on one of her chats, and I agree with her. And also, Frankie was like, listen, if you boycott Sephora, then I don't have a job to go back to. And I actually want to reapply for my work there because I liked working at Sephora. And I was like, oh, wow. You know, that was, I think that's a stance people were not expecting to hear. I think people were just expecting to hear, screw Sephora, I'm never working there again, I'm not going to buy there again. It's like, what about the employees that didn't get laid off? So they're just, like, do they not hold the same importance? It's just, I feel there's so many pieces to the conversation that were not addressed. And it's so easy to get on the bandwagon. I feel this was the means for people to just be like, screw Sephora. You know, I feel people wouldn't buy from Sephora just from their rewards program alone compared to Ulta's. I mean, Sephora's reward program is trash. I think that's basically maybe, I think, a more suitable reason to not shop there, because if you don't think you're getting your money's worth, I totally get it. If you feel you're getting your money's worth and better rewards at Ulta, great. But also you have to remember, you know, because people like to, I don't talk about numbers because I'm awful at math. But if you were look at these numbers, because everyone's like, Sephora has billions of dollars. Yes, they're worth $4 billion of revenue. Oh no, we lost one. I gotta get my soft shader. Hold on, my love. I'll get you in a minute. We also have to remember that Sephora has 2,300 stores in 33 countries. That's a lot of overhead. I can't speak for all the stores in those countries, but Fifth Avenue, Sephora's on Fifth Avenue, one of the biggest locations, okay? That's expensive. They're also in Times Square. That's expensive. And I think her name is Jessica Clip. She also, under, and maybe it was your video, Britt, I think. She left a really interesting comment about how the airlines, when they pay all their employees, is $150 million a day. A day? That's crazy. So getting my soft shader is more than just seeing the $4 billion on Google. It's like, and in the end, friends, Sephora is a corporation, okay? Allie, laying off employees also needs to be looked at differently. Every employer has to pay in the unemployment benefits as provisions. In a way, laying off the employees is redirecting the funds. Right. Oh my goodness me. And also, Ulta can't pay some brands. They're like, we don't know, man. And Ulta doesn't have as many stores. They don't have as many employees. So I feel maybe they're able to furlough their employees more so than lay off. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because it was weighing on me a little bit. And I just wanted to get everyone's perspective because people get so mad. And T also brought this up. They get, what did you call it, my love? Rage boners? Rager boners? She was talking about Ellen on one of her chats that I missed the live, but I saw the replay. Amazing conversation, T. And whatever opportunity people get to be like, screw them, they just jump on it. And it's like, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Lisa, this is a company finding ways to give shareholders money and execs bonuses. Exactly. And that is the harsh, sad reality. And for me, I'm not going to boycott Sephora and not buy from them, because what? The people who are still there, I want to get paid. And people like Frankie, who although they got laid off, want to go back and work at Sephora because they liked it, I want to give her the opportunity to get her job back. So that's that on that, okay? I'm not going to go crazy, but just know that I'm not going to stop buying from them, and whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dawn. You're so right. It just goes out the door. You have to critically think for yourself, and I feel people who feel strongly about boycotting Sephora shouldn't put their opinions on other people. Like, I'm not going to buy from there. You shouldn't either. It's like, really? Okay, well, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to think for myself and take my own actions. Oh, absolutely, Taya. People always put pressure for others to fall in line. Listen, and that's why I didn't do a VIB recommendations video, because the heat was not worth it. It just was not. I'd rather talk about Sonia G, okay? And with that said, let's go back to the demo. If you want, you could speak amongst yourselves about Sephora and Ulta, but I will be getting the new Fenty products from Sephora on Friday. Danny's here. Hi, Luna. Hi, Luna. What did I want to apply? I wanted to do an eyeshadow palette that I haven't used in quite some time. Dose of colors. Here we go. What is this called? Sassy Siennas. But I also want to do a shimmer so that we can see how the brushes work with the shimmers. Now, between Eye Pro and Eye Sky I feel is more suitable for smaller hooded eyes. You know why? Because of these two brushes right here. Right here. The Classic Crease and the Mini Booster. The Classic Crease gets right in there, into your crease. And if you had small hooded eyes, it's going to just fit beautifully. Even more so if you use the Mini Booster right there under the lash line. Oh my gosh, lower lash line smoke, the best. The Jumbo Blender, it's just so good for getting color all over your lid. Flip it on its side and buff the edges. Can't go wrong. Soft Shader is an interesting brush. I'm sorry it's so dirty. It's thick and then it tapers. Dare I say it's like a mini Designer Pro, like a mini Designer Pro. And like the face brushes, undyed goat hair can be used with creams. If you have a cream pop, whatever, you just brush it on there with your Soft Shader. And since the tip is so tapered, you could also bring it around the inner corner and also sweep nice color under the inner lower lash line. The mini definer, flat definer, so good for lash line smoke, the best. I've never done smoky wings, but with this brush, it's easy, okay? And with did we talk about all of them? Yeah, we did. Look at me. And with the Eye Pro, the Eye Pro is solid. If you have like my eye size, maybe a little smaller or bigger, I think you'll be good with this one. The Blender Pro is just so soft and it's bigger than the Classic Crease. So with that, you're going to get a little more blend, a little more fluff from the Blender Pro. But if you have the smaller eyes, Classic Crease will do you fine. The Crease Pro, I love to tap intensity shadows on the outer corner and it just blends it beautifully. This is a little more tightly packed. Yeah, it's not going to be as soft as a dyed goat hair brush will. The Pencil Pro Easy. This is undyed. You could use cream shadow under the lash line. You could put in a highlighter color in the inner corner. Build a Pro. Build a Pro is great for shimmers on the lash line, great for lower lash line smoke. If you wanted to sketch out a pencil for cut creases you were doing. And last one, the Worker Pro. Love Worker Pro also for lid application, but you could also turn it on its side to blend. It's a little fluffier than the Builder Pro. You see that? Builder Pro is a little more tapered, but Worker Pro is a little more round. And because of that, I feel ideal for lower lash line smoke. Ideal. So let's do one set, one eye. Oh, I gotta hurry up. We only got like 10 minutes left from this live because I went on a Sephora tangent. Okay, so if I wanted to go in, excuse me, with a color like this one and just place it all over the lid, that's what the jumbo blender is gonna do. It's gonna get the shadow on there so fast. You tap it on and then turn it on its side and it just buffs the edges beautifully. Jennifer, do you think the Sonia G Pro face or Sky face is more versatile? I'm trying to see. I feel the Face Pro is more intuitive to use. We have more options with face because Sky has two brushes with undyed gold hair that you can use with cream and powder. Look, you're done. Your eye look is done. It's done. But, however, if you wanted to just buff another color, Classic Crease, this is such a smooth brush. Look at it. And it gets right into the crease beautifully. Small hooded eyes, Sky Eye set is the one for you. It is the one for you, without a doubt. Like, you can't go wrong. Toy, I use the Jumbo Blender for the first application of shadow. Yes, thank you. Don't forget to thumbs up the video. Don't forget to thumbs it up. Cool. If you wanted to add a little more intensity, you can go back to the original color. This is the mini booster, and just tap that shade on the outer corner of your lid. You could also, this is my favorite. It is so easy for the lower lash line. It's so precise, but also, if you want a little more color under the lash line, you take your Classic Crease and just whip it there. And it's so soft. If you have sensitive eyes, you're not going to feel a thing with this brush. It's just so feather light. So good. So good. Definer. If I wanted to, you know what? Just so you can see, I'm dipping into the Supreme Use palette, taking the flat definer with Mink, and it just gets it right on the lash line. It's so easy. So easy. Okay? Now, I'm going to stay in this palette so you can see with the soft shader, you could just tap it right there on the inner part of the eye. It fits beautifully. Beautifully. If you want to take another shade, inner lower. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, what if you wanted to smoke this out more? You have the Sky Eye, Sky Face. You could take your mini cheek and just kind of whip the edges of your eyeshadow so they could look more blended and diffused. I love it so much. Since we demoed all the brushes from the Sky Eye set, let's now go in with the Pro set. We could start with the lighter color this time. And with the Blender Pro. Blender Pro is like your transition brush for sure. If you're the one to apply a matte crease color first, Blender Pro is going to be your brush. It's slightly tapered, but fluffy at the same time. So you place that color right on the crease, and the rest of the bristles just do the blending for you. Do the blending. Okay? If you wanted to then concentrate a deeper color, let's go in with this. This is my Crease Pro. I like to tap that color on first onto the outer V of my lid. And because the Crease Pro is pointed, it just fits right there, right under your crease line, and it just blends. And then you can whip it on its side. Yeah? Oh, Amir, I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, dipping back into Urban Decay's Born to Run. I put Born This Way on the title because I was listening to Lady Gaga at the time when I was editing my description box, putting the finishing touches on the video upload. Can't go wrong. What's next? What if we wanted to apply, like, let me see here. Ooh, I wish, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to stay with this palette. Let's stick with this palette. Builder Pro, if we wanted to take Bronziana and just put it right there, this brush picks up textures so beautifully. Look at that. Look how easy that was. I can't. Okay? If you wanted, let's see, Worker Pro. I'm just going to stick with this palette. Let's go in with Aesthetic. The lower lash line ease of application with the Worker Pro is insane. It's insane. Like, it's just fluffy enough for the application to look hazy, but not for it to get out of hand. Okay? Not at all. Amazing. Pencil Pro, let's go in with Opulence and just tap that on the inner part of the eye. This is undyed, so you could technically use this with cream shadow. And because the Pencil Pro is not teeny tiny, you can also whip some of that onto the inner part of the lid, not so much the inner corner. Yeah? So much fun. And also, you could take the Lavish shade with your Builder Pro. Just whip it right in the inner part of the lower lash line. And it just gets it right there so precisely. Very soft to use on that part of the eye. Also, if you happen to have the Face Pro set and you wanted to further buff out the edges, you could use your Detail Pro and just whisk the very top edges of your shadow so you could blur those edges out further. Okay? If you wanted to, you could go on the other side if you wanted to blur that further as well. It's so great to do. If you wanted to go back to your Builder Pro and wanted to put more depth on the outer corner, sometimes I like to tap and get more depth there. And you're done. You're done. So in the end, friends, you can't go wrong with either set, eye or face. However, I know for sure people find that the Sky eye set is more suitable for smaller eyes, and simply because the blender brushes are smaller. Oh, thank you, Yvette. I appreciate that compliment, that the blender brushes are smaller than the ones found in her Eye Pro set, right? The Blender Pro and the Crease Pro with the classic crease and the mini booster. These brushes are a little smaller. Taya says that she has semi-small eyes, but she prefers the Pro set. And again, it really comes down to preference. I like that the Pro set has more shader brushes, because the only shader brush, that's not true. Jumbo blender, like if you get the eye pro set, I would still get jumbo blender because jumbo blender is so versatile. I love this brush. I pick it up a lot. I like it to just dab on to the lid and just get the shadow on there fast. Just on there fast, and you can't go wrong with that brush. But I do like this set because of these two brushes. And you could technically use this Worker Pro with creams and liquid because, again, it's undyed. So let's say if you have one of those Tom Ford pots or those hourglass pots or the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize pots, you could, and you're done. You're done. Audra, I have big eyes, but lots of folds in the outer edges. I now use a pointillism style to apply my shadow. Oh, that's nice. I gotta watch that in action. Audra. Hi, Bo. I have to check that out. Dab and blend. I love the dab and blend. I've been dabbing and blending a lot more, ladies. Come to think of it. That works out really well. That works out really well indeed. We haven't set yet, friends. If you wanted to set, what shall we do? Well, Worker fan with Pat. Fluffy Food is here. What's up, my love? Look how easy it is to set your foundation with the Worker fan. Because it's just a fan, so just get there really fast. And also, if you happen to have you could set with either Face Pro or the WednesYAY Pro. I'm just going to use the Face Pro to show. You could also use the Face Pro to buff and to set your foundation. Toya said that she's been watching Natasha Denona get tutorials on herself, teaching me how to use those darn cream powder shades in Metropolis. I gotta check out those tutorials. It's so... I look forward to applying my makeup because of these brushes. Like, I can't. Natasha Denona, Naya. This is also Amber Patchalok's, like, new favorite nude shade. I might have to pick one up from the sale. Look at... It's going down. I'm running out. Dee Dee. Which Sonia brushes do you love so much that you have duplicates or want two or more of? That's a great question. I want a duplicate of the Jumbo Blender. I want a duplicate of the Face Pro. And that's about it right now. I didn't want to buy anything because I want to say, like, I have the brushes already. For those who don't have them, I want to make sure there's enough stock. Like, I don't want to be really selfish. Yeah, Classic Crease or Z11? Ooh, Classic Crease or Z11? Where did my Z11 go? No, I saved it on purpose because I knew someone would ask about it. Of course, I lost it. No, I didn't. Don't say that. Positivity. But no, really. I don't know where it is. Crap. Yeah, I found it. Z11. Classic Crease. Z11 is softer than the Classic Crease. It's also more fluffy, whereas Classic Crease is more precise. They're very soft, but the Z11 from Chikuhodo is a little softer, and I feel better for fluff. It's all about the fluff. Okay? All right, fam, I'm going to 5 more minutes because we're well over an hour. Alicia, do you think her next sets will be like a forest green or evergreen ombre? That would be, oh my God, Iris, that would be to die for. I don't know. I would think she will make a different handle to indicate that the brushes are made with synthetic fibers. That's what we heard. But you never know. Naomi, do you use brush guards on your brushes? When I travel with them, yes. Cream shadow recommendations, Yolanda asks. I really love the Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, but drop down below in the comments your suggestions for good cream eyeshadows. Purple handles. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Which is the best hair for brushes? It all depends on your skin. If you have really, really sensitive skin, squirrel hair, if your skin can tolerate like a lot of fibers, then goat hair, either goat or squirrel will be best. Thank you so much for doing these live streams. I enjoy you so much, and you have influenced me to buy so many brushes and all Grass shadow palettes. Please think about working with the Natasha Denona 10 pan. I do have a video using her 10 pan palette, but I'll be more than happy to do another one because I'm actually going back into my collection and revisiting a lot of palettes. What are brush guards? These are brush guards. Ugh! So if you're traveling with them, so the bristles don't get wrecked, you just slip it on and they stay protected. That is a brush guard, and they come in several sizes. Woo! Taya, I have white ones too. I just like these because they're a little more stretchier and they don't fray at the ends as much. My girl Susie gave these to me. Susan Mayfield, our favorite truck driver and our most bestest, she gave me these. And I really like them because they're softer and I feel a little more pliable. Thank you for the like reminder COS. Appreciate you, friend. And thank you so much again for moderating. You're the best. You can get them from, I believe, Alcone Beauty, and also Beautylish sells them. Yes, I'll be more than happy to link them. What's going on, Fee? I missed you. I'm sorry to say hello when you entered the chat right away. And Toya, if you're here, what's up, girl? Thank you, COS. Thank you so much. Oh, T says Ulta sells brush guards too now. Hey, hey, hey. Good to know. Thank you for that info, T. I couldn't find the word. So I know people feel a certain way about buying from Amazon. Amazon has everything, as you know, but I will drop down different shopping links for more options. Do 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 do. And then the other one was, and we'll end it here. Do 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 do. What was the name of it? Not Sabrina. The other show name with the witch. Thank you, Kimberly. Bewitched. So do 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 is I Dream a Genie. Then do 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 is Bewitched. And then do 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 is I Love Lucy. I loved those programs. I watched them all the time. They were my favorite. So good. My friends, we'll end it there. Thank you so much for indulging in my little jingles. Yes, love Samantha in Bewitched, and love Barbara, I think is her, I forgot her last name, the actress that played the genie in I Dream a Genie. But yes, I hope this video was helpful, and I will put it on the replay. Last time when I tried to put my other video on the replay, it was taking forever, so I'm so sorry about that. And I will drop down everything we spoke about tonight in the description box. I will be sure to be as quick as possible with that because I'd be a little slow. Barbara Eden, thank you, Jocelyn. Barbara Eden, that's the name of the actress from My Dream of Genie, one of my favorites. And I'm going to see you on Friday. And I think I want to do a shoulder opening class, so it'll be accessible for everyone that is either you're disabled or not, so you can do this sitting if you want a shoulder break, if you're working at the desk all day. So I think that will be the plan for Friday, friends. and we'll do a little like 20 to half hour around there for a shoulder lesson. And then afterwards, we could talk about what we bought from Sephora, because that is the day of the sale. And although it goes on for a week, I know many of us will be making our purchases that day. And with that said, thank you so much, fam. I will put up a reminder post for Friday night's lesson in chat. And thank you so much for coming by today. I really appreciate it. And until then, friends, take care, stay safe. I can't say how much I appreciate your support, and just you being here means so much to me. I really appreciate it. I will see you on Friday, and I'll just see you on the interwebs between then. Take care. Love you all.